Hey YouTube, Josh here. We are in day 19 of Proverbs. Still going through the Proverbs of Solomon. And we'll go ahead and start again with our daily bread. December 19th, the 7th stanza. In the summer of 1861, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's wife, Frances, died tragically in a fire. That first Christmas without her, he wrote in his diary how inexpressibly sad are the holidays. The next year was no better, as he recorded, "A Merry Christmas, say the children, but that is no more for me." In 1863, the American Civil War dragged on. Longfellow's son joined the army against his father's wishes and was critically injured. On Christmas Day that year, as church bells announced the arrival of another painful Christmas, Longfellow picked up his pen and began to write, "I heard the bells on Christmas Day." The poem begins pleasantly, lyrically, but then takes a dark turn. The violent imagery of the potential fourth verse ill suits a Christmas carol. Accursed cannons thundered, mocking the message of peace. By the fifth and sixth verses, Longfellow's desolation is nearly complete. It was as if an earthquake rent the hearthstones of a continent, he wrote. The poet nearly gave up, and in despair I bowed my head. "There is no peace on earth," I said. But then, from the depths of that bleak Christmas day, Longfellow heard the irrepressible sound of hope, and he wrote this 7th stanza. Then pleaded the bells more loud and deep, "God is not dead, nor doth he sleep. The wrong shall fail, the right prevail, with peace on earth, goodwill to men." The war raged on, and so did memories of his personal tragedies. But it could not stop Christmas. The Messiah is born. He promises, "I am making everything new." Emmanuel, God is with us. So no matter how bad it gets, there's always hope. Proverbs 19, 1 through 29. Not too bad. Here we go. "Better the poor whose walk is blameless than a fool whose lips are perverse. Desire without knowledge is not good. How much more will hasty feet miss the way? A person's own folly leads to their ruin, yet their heart rages against the Lord. Wealth attracts many friends, but even the closest friend of the poor person deserts them. A false witness will not go unpunished, and whoever pours out lies will not go free. Many curry favor with a ruler, and everyone is the friend of one who gives gifts. The poor are shunned by all their relatives. How much more do their friends avoid them? Though the poor pursue them with pleading, they are nowhere to be found. The one who gets wisdom loves life. The one who cherishes understanding will soon prosper. A false witness will not go unpunished, and whoever pours out lies will perish. 10. It is not fitting for a fool to live in luxury. How much worse for a slave to rule over princes? A person's wisdom yields patience. It is to one's glory to overlook an offense. A king's rage is like the roar of a lion, but his favor is like the dew on the grass. A foolish child is a father's ruin, and a quarrelsome wife is like the constant dripping of a leaky roof. Houses and wealth are inherited from parents, but a prudent wife is from the Lord. Laziness brings on deep sleep, and the shiftless go hungry. Whoever keeps commandments keeps their life, but whoever shows contempt for their ways will die. Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have done. Discipline your children, for in that there is hope. Do not be a willing party to their death. A hot-tempered person must pay the penalty. Rescue them, and you will have to do it again. Listen to advice and accept discipline, and at the end, you will be counted among the wise. That's like the whole theme of this. Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. Amen to that. 22. What a person desires is unfailing love. Better to be poor than a liar. The fear of the Lord leads to life. Then one rests content, untouched by trouble. A sluggard bruises his hands in the dish. He will not even bring it back to his mouth. Oh, berries. A sluggard buries his hand in the dish. He will not even bring it back to his mouth. Flog a mocker. Sorry about that. Flog a mocker, and the simple will learn prudence. Rebuke the discerning, and they will gain knowledge. Whoever robs their father and drives out their mother is a child who brings shame and disgrace. A lot of these sound like it's a given. A lot of common sense here, you would think. Stop listening to instruction, my son, and you will stray from the words of knowledge. A corrupt witness mocks at justice, and the mouth of the wicked gulps down evil. Lastly, 29. Penalties are prepared for mockers, and beatings for the backs of fools. Alright, good stuff. We'll be in Proverbs 20 tomorrow. We'll see you then.